as well as children from the impacts of climate change and rising tides.
Now we are asking for assistance, particularly in having a better seawall that will prevent damage from the sea when it comes to hurricane. And even in the village, we are trying to move inward, and we are trying to encourage young people to go back into building pigeon buoys. Even now, you can see there's no pigeon buoy in the village. And apart from that, we'll try to encourage our young generation to know how to build pigeon buoy. And that is what we're doing at the moment, and waiting for assistance from the government to make the seawall.
So, Mr. Ismail, you mean to say that if there are people or villages who are planning to build new houses in the village, they need to build their houses a bit further inland, and not along the coast. And the houses that are currently located along the coast, they were built way back in the past decades. That's why they are here. But if Nayavira villages, if you're intending or planning to build new houses, you need to build houses further inland, just to prevent the risk of being, the risk of climate change and sea level rise. Lastly, your words of advice, encouragement, and other key message you wish to highlight on air, especially for those who are from the village listening in right now.
Thank you very much. To those of you who are in Australia, we understand that some of our people here, or people of Nayavira, are in Australia. Please, your village needs your assistance now. Please help us. At the moment, there's only about 20 houses left in the village. Before, there were 35 houses. After the damages, and most of the occupants of these houses, they move into the town. They know that it may be risky staying in the village, so they find employment. But for those of you who are living overseas, particularly in Australia, please help us. You can get in touch with Aquila. He's our main contact here in Fiji, or in the village. And for those of us who are living in towns, we thank you for your assistance during when we need your assistance. You're always there to help us. We thank you very much for this time, and we hope that whatever we have made today will be of great help in the future.
And thank you so much for your time. And that was Mr. Ismail Nenemboto, one of the Nayavira village elders, sharing some interesting and informative insight about the reality on the ground here at Nayavira village in the district of Navitelevu, the province of Ra.
Disaster is part of our life, and recovering is also part of our life.
As you see, they're smiling despite the devastation. That's how we are.
You are listening to Pacific Prepare.
Pacific Prepared was in Tonga recently, and a lot of the people that we spoke with were still thinking about the recent earthquake. It was still very much on their minds.
Because it was pretty large, most of the people had a story about where they were, what they were doing, and also how they felt while it was happening.
Our colleagues from the Tonga Broadcasting Commission were out in the local market, and they did have a chat with people about the experiences, what they went through, and some of the takeaways or the lessons they've learned from that particular disaster incident that will make them better prepared for any future disaster.
I am a fatai. And I am more here. We have a lot of Tonga. Ko me ana to ki ngoi fa mui mui te hang ko fo inga eke.
We interviewed Diana Havili regarding both the recent earthquake and the traditional process of making tongo. On the earthquake, when asked about the recent 7.1 magnitude earthquake that struck Tonga, Diana shared that she was asleep at the time. Fortunately, the area where she lives is safe and not particularly vulnerable to such natural disasters. Upon waking, she gathered her family and offered a prayer.
O ilai koe whatokanga tsunami. Ka ko au ia o ko aga e peke
Diana also reflected on the biblical perspective, stating that earthquakes in various nations are the signs of the end of times, a concept she believes is outlined in the Bible.
Pere ke holo na holo I whare o mautangi aki mautori loto mo family, eh? Malo au pito.
Malo, and thanks to Tonga Broadcasting Commission staff member Halafue Koloi for that interview and, of course, translation.
I'm just holding on for dear life here.
For women, it's always safety first. They are the first responder.
You're listening to Pacific Prepared.
I'm married to this place.
I'm married to this place, Kaparoko.
It really does make you think about the relationship that we have with places in so many different ways.
And not just that you love it there, but also how a place could, help the people who live there, how people could rely on a place for food, for income, or other activities that they can involve themselves into. And this is definitely the case in a coastal village in Papua New Guinea. It's called Kaparoko Village. And our freelance journalist and PNG Pacific prepared reporter Ben Kedoga has been speaking with community members about this relationship. Very interesting. Let's take a listen.
I'm married to this place, Kaparoko. And when I first arrived here, I saw a few things that needs to be done in this place, in this part of the province. I saw the beach fronts being washed away by the sea, and it gave me a concern. I was concerned of doing something, especially to put this place where people can also chip in to help, or in ideas, or in whatever that they need to do. It's been a concern.